Now, I'm not a braggadocious person, I don't think, but there is something extremely sweet about being right. And today, I was right. It's bright and early. We're heading to the Subaru dealership. Just gonna have some stuff looked at from just the car's been making a little bit of a noise since I had the recall item fixed, which was like an exhaust manifold. So I think maybe just like a heat shield or something got loose, but I don't have a way to lift the car and I don't plan on sliding around on the floor to check it out because I'm not a mechanic anymore. I was a mechanic in the Navy for quite a few years. Done with that job. Anyway, got the kids today, so, well, I guess I have them every day. That's nothing new. But we're just heading out. Everybody's prepped and got ready early this morning. And I will be talking about step 9. Just a little bit. Like, step 9 is just starting the work of step 8. And if you remember, step 8 tells us that we made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends. Now step 9, because we remember that our list basically came from our step 4, we pull the names from step 4, the people that we were having resentments against, institutions having resentments against, and going to make our wrongs right. Step 9 said we made amends to such persons wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. I think that gets a little bit tricky because for me, I got very over ambitious and just, it was like I was excited that I was sober and getting sober and I really just wanted my life to start over, and I did. I wanted to make everything that I had done wrong, I just wanted to make it right, and a lot of times it's not that easy. I especially didn't come out of, like, screaming out of the gates, like having some sort of I'm living for God kind of type attitude, but going to like my financial institutions, which really was only one. My story about that was that I had basically been divorced or living separately from my ex-wife for a number of years, but all those years that we were separated, I was still collecting money as if we were a married couple. And so I went to the Navy dispersing office and basically was like, hey, listen, I kind of been taking money where I shouldn't have been, and whatever we have to do, I'll put me on a payment plan. And I don't know, maybe it was just God looking out for me, who really knows, but I only had to pay back like maybe $2,000 out of, like I said, it was like 7 years of overpayment. So I felt blessed that I tried to do the right thing, and that was kind of my penance. So that one turned out better. And about, I would say, 9 out of 10 times when we approach these people that we have our conflicts and our resentments with and that we've done wrong, that they're usually pretty accepting of what we're doing, when they really know that can see that we're trying to stay sober and that this is very important for us, that's what happens. They just kind of meet us with a forgiveness. I will talk a little bit more tomorrow about some other issues that come up with step 9, but I just kind of wanted to tell that little story today. And it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it doesn't go the way we want it to, but that's okay. What we're really trying to do is just stay sober, but we got to be very careful in the way we approach people, because not everybody is going to be willing to hear that. We may have really done some damage, and not everybody, you might get the door slammed in your face, so expect that to happen as well. But I think overwhelmingly the amount of people that embraced my amendments to them were, you know, they, like I said, they embraced that. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an encouragement when you go out to make your amends. All right, we got to get to the car dealership, and then I'll talk a little bit about the workout, and we'll close out the vlog a little later. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one. That's right, guys. A heat shield. It was a heat shield that was loose. Isn't that what I said? Yeah. So we just had to hang out for about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes or so, while they took care of that, which was no problem. It's nice. They got a little coffee machine, there's some hot cocoa for the kids, Wi-Fi so the kids could play some games, and I just got a little bit of reading done. That was that update, and now everything's good with the car. Picked up some groceries for dinner tonight, cruised home to where now I get to do a nice, easy 30-minute recovery ride. Zones 1 and 2. I mean, it's gonna be easy enough that I can sit here, vlog, and sip on this iced coffee. And then I'll go into a little bit of a strength workout. Nothing major, just basically foam rolling, core, and a couple other small, just more mobility exercises than strength exercises. Trying to keep loose, keep the blood flowing to the muscles that are working hard. The legs have been really working hard the last 3 or 4 days. So I just want to make sure that the blood flow to them is good, help and aid in that recovery. And that'll be it. Kind of just a cruisy day. And be set up for tomorrow's workout, which is the last workout, well, before the taper begins. So good workout tomorrow, probably a recovery run. I think I haven't looked that far ahead, but I'm imagining it's going to be about a 20 to 30 minute recovery run, and then Saturday will be a complete day off. So I'm really looking forward to that, just to kind of rest, even though that feels weird. You ever take, it's like you get so in the habit of doing something to when you skip it, something feels off. That's what a complete day off kind of feels like. It's just like, oh, something is just not right. And I think that's a good thing, especially when it comes to working out. So I like to know that my body is in this habit, and then I miss it when I don't do it. Anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna cut it right there. I hope you're having a great day. Looking forward to race week next week. Get out there, go after your goals, get working on that step 9, start making those amends. I'll talk about that a couple more times this week. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.